Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the fastest brand new money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars as a solo player. That's right, and in total, I will be covering 6 different money methods, all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But now let's get into the very first money method. Alright, so getting into the first money method, we're going to be doing this week's HSW time trial, which is currently paying double money and double RP, which earns you around $500 to $1,000 in only 1 minute. To do this, open up the pause menu and come over to this exact location where the HSW time trial this week is located, right beside the Del Piero Beach Pier. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own to then drive it on top of the time trial and click right D-pad. After that, stay still but open up the pause menu, then come up here to where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list to simply exit out of the time trial just like so. And from here, whenever you are ready, click right on the D-pad to start the HSW time trial. And luckily, this week's time trial is super simple to do. You just need to go through the entire middle part of the city, making sure you are dodging traffic that entire way. Which some tips to dodge all of that traffic is driving through the middle or also the side of where the traffic is going towards. I usually drive through the middle, but make sure you are very careful because sometimes there will be oncoming traffic on the other side of the road. But as long as you didn't crash more than 2 times, you should have been able to beat this HSW time trial in time, which once you do, here's how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $500 to $1,000 in just over 1 minute. Which is very good money, so make sure you definitely do it this week because only this week it is going to be paying double money and double RP. Alright, but now getting into the second money method, we are going to be playing the Sumo Remix adversary mode, which this week in GTA 5 Online is paying out triple money and triple RP. That's right, so to start this for yourself, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and then adversary mode. Then you'll see all of the Sumo Remix adversary modes right here, and they are all paying 3 times money plus 3 times RP. So you could start whichever one of these you want to, but my favorite way to load into a busy Sumo Remix adversary mode as a solo player is by opening up the phone, going over to where it says quick join, and then clicking where it says series modes, adversary mode, and then accepting this. And as long as you did this at a decent time like the morning, afternoon, or even late at night, you might get a busy lobby immediately as I did here. As you could see, I already loaded into a busy lobby with 4 people. But I'm not gonna lie, if you do this during a time like really late at night in the morning almost, you might not get a busy lobby like I did. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I don't even need to go over how this game mode works since the Sumo Remix adversary mode is one of the most popular modes in the entire game. The way it works is very simple though. There's always going to be a new safe zone circle, and what we have to do is once that timer at the very top of the screen goes all the way filled, that is when we need to make sure we are inside of this safe zone, because if we aren't, we will end up exploding and be having to spectate. On the other hand, you also want to try your best to knock all of the people on the other teams out of the circle, that way they could explode, because whoever is the last alive will end up winning this round. So yeah, it's a very fun game mode, and the circle also constantly keeps getting smaller the farther you get into the game or the farther you get into the round. It's definitely a fun game mode to play with a group of friends, so I would recommend doing that, but even if you don't have a group of friends, it is pretty fun to play as a solo player like I am doing right here. And if you want to know my personal favorite vehicle to use during the Sumo Remix adversary mode, I'm pretty sure you could already tell by the vehicle I'm using here, but it is the Cyclone because it is so fast and it also can ram the other cars extremely far. Cutting straight to it though, here's how much money I got paid once my team won the entire match. Take a look, we got paid a total of $267,000, and also on top of that, a total of over 20,100 RP, which is also very good. So on top of that money being very good, the RP is also very good as well. So even if you don't need money in GTA 5 Online and you just want to rake up your account, this is a great strategy to do that. For the third money method, I will now be showing you how to make $101,000 in only 1 minute. That's right, really easy money. So if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu and come over to this exact location at the Del Piero Beach Pier where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest motorcycle that you own to then drive it on top of the time trial and click right D-pad. After that, open up the pause menu, come up here to where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you did mark it, simply drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list to exit out of the time trial just like so. And from here, whenever you are ready, click right on the D-pad to start the regular time trial. And luckily, this week's time trial is also really simple to follow, just like the HSW time trial was. You pretty much just want to follow the waypoint exactly as it is showing you on the minimap the entire way through. Just make sure on the portion on the freeway that you are trying your best to dodge traffic, which it is very easy to dodge it on this freeway. Then once you come off the freeway, same thing applies. Make sure you are dodging traffic on the way over to this hill. And once on this part of the mountain going up the hill, you want to be very careful as well, because if you are going too fast, you might launch yourself off of this cliff, which you definitely don't want. But as long as you were careful during this entire portion on top of this mountain, you should have been able to make it over to the destination in time. And once you do, here's how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $101,000 in just over 1 minute. Getting into the fourth money method now, we are going to be playing the community series jobs, because this week they are all paying 3 times money and also 3 times RP. Which this is very good. So to start these for yourself, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, community jobs, and then you'll see all of these jobs will be paying that triple money and triple RP bonus, as I said. So you can start whichever one of these you want to, whether that is the death matches, the last team standing, or also the stunt races, which in this case, that is what I started. But these community series jobs are very fun because they are made by community members, so they are pretty unique and definitely different than all of the other stunt races in GTA 5 Online that are Rockstar created. But with that being said, the pay is the exact same as the Rockstar created stunt races, because if you aren't coming in those high positions during these races, you honestly won't be getting paid that much money or RP compared to all of the other people in the higher positions. So if you aren't a good racer, I wouldn't recommend starting the stunt races. I would recommend starting one of the death matches or even the last team standing mode. In this case though, this race was very fun. I started up a go-kart race and I was actually driving one of the stock cars against people in their custom cars and still was able to finish in first place. Which this race was very fast. Take a look, I finished in first place. As I said, I was only in it for just under 3 minutes, and take a look, here's how much money I got paid, $17,000, but even better than the money was the RP. I got 4,600 RP on top of that money. The money honestly wasn't that good that time, only because there was only around 4 people in my race, but if you have more people than I do in my race, the money will go way higher, and also the RP. But yeah, these community series jobs are honestly very fun and something different to play as far as missions are concerned in GTA 5 Online. For the fifth money method, this one is a brand new one, which is the court center heist, a brand new heist in GTA 5 Online. And if you don't know how to start it, first of all, what you need to do is go on the Pricks Luxury Real Estate website, go over to where it says renovate, go to additional rooms, and make sure you purchase the art studio, which is around 3.7 million if you have the discount, or if you don't, it is $4.7 million. Once you purchase that though, you'll be able to add that upgrade to all of the rest of your mansions if you own them for completely free, which is pretty cool. And after, you'll see the room on your second level here at this store. So once you enter this art studio room, you'll see the planning board for the court center heist, which all you have to do is go up to it, click right on the D-pad, and pay this $100,000 setup cost. Once you did that, you'll see all of the mandatory preps that we need to complete, which is a total of 5, and we also need to do some of the optional preps, which is only around 1 or 2. But the main reason I am saying to start this court center heist this week in GTA 5 Online is because it involves the 6th money method, which is this week's new weekly challenge, and as you'll see, it is to simply complete the court center heist 1 time. And if you complete it, you'll earn $100,000 after, which is a pretty good money bonus on top of the money you'll get from the heist after. Anyway, that is now going to be the end of today's video. You officially know all of the fastest money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars as a solo player this entire week. Like I said towards the beginning, if you went on to enjoy my video, please do me a favor in return by going down below and dropping a like on the video before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on any future GTA 5 Online videos just like this one from me. But with all of that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.